Hi there! We're here at the DAV Museum right here in Coolidge, and we're just right by San Carlos Park, right down the street from the library. It's so close by, and we're going to be learning all about the DAV Museum on this episode of Next Stop. So join me and we'll see all we can learn.
Hey, my name is Dale Schoenberger. I am with the DAV Disabled American Veterans. They asked me if I would help put together a little museum for the DAV Disabled American Veterans. So I said I would. I have things that I'd like to show you. And we have two ways of accepting things here. If somebody out there would like to donate something to us and say, here, this is yours, you keep it, I don't want it back, we have them sign a form to that effect, that they're giving me something, they don't want it back, it'll be the DAV's forever. On the other hand, if we have some people that say, like to donate for showing, and you can show it off as much as you want, and I'm donating to you as mine. These items will belong to me. Whenever I want them back, I want to feel like I can come and get them. And it's just a loan for you to display our items. I'll start off with that big picture there.
Yeah.
We have a painter who donates a lot of his paintings to us. Palmer Miller. I don't know if you ever heard of Palmer Miller before. He is a local person who lives in Casa Grande. He has recently been voted into the Arizona Army's Hall of Fame. So all these paintings that you'll see as we go through belong to him.
Wow.
They are on loan to us, and they are for sale, but it's just to help us get started in our museum.
Great.
So I'd like to, maybe we could start over on this end.
Sure.
This is our, we'll start here.
Okay.
Some of these items here, as you see in the ceiling, all of these airplanes are donated from a Bob Karcher. He donated these airplanes to us. These are all World War II aircraft.
I see you have a lot of food on the other side.
Yep,
packaged food. I want to hear about that.
Okay, we have here what is called K-rations. K-rations is a food from the 1940s, 1930s, and this is what they called K-rations. Along with, as the years progressed, going along into the future came C-rations. These are like meals ready in cans. What does that say?
Beef steak with gravy.
Okay. This is what, and as we go along, you'll see the can openers that we use to open these things. These are meals that were served in these cans, usually in the 1950s, 1960s. And they were starting to be phased out in the 1960s.
Have you ever opened those up nowadays? See what they look like?
Yes, we did open them up, but with time, these are from the 1950s, and setting around, they actually exploded.
Oh wow!
So,
okay.
You'll see some of it over here that is open. These are different patches that we collect from different units, different places we were at, different, like this is the 82nd Airborne and they're in Vietnam. These are tank battalions that were spread out the area. That's from the 10th Mountain Division. So these are 82nd Airborne. They're from the Lehigh Valley chapter from Allentown. So we have them from all over the United States, and we try to get as many as we can just to fill our board up. The Purple Heart. He was in Iraq, Afghanistan, and he was actually wounded 7 different times. So he has 7 Purple Hearts. Along with the Purple Heart is, you can see there, the Bronze Star. The Bronze Star is the 4th highest award that any soldier can receive for doing outstanding work in the military. Saving other soldiers' lives, doing something great and wonderful in a combat zone, and he's awarded the Purple Heart if he's wounded, and the Bronze Star if he does something out of the ordinary. You've probably heard of the Code Talkers. There, right there is Ira Hayes. I'm sure you remember Ira Hayes. Ira Hayes is a World War battle hero. He was on Iwo Jima. If you remember the monument or where they are holding the flag up all on top of the mountain, he is the last man holding the flag up. But that is my father's retirement medals and what he did in the Army. This one here is my son's. He retired from the Air Force. These are all Air Force pins and medals, and his name was Kenneth, and these are his ribbons, medals, and his patches. This one here is mine. So we got 3 generations of military service there. Philippines, my son retired, about 10, 12 years ago, and I retired in 1990. This uniform is mine. I was a command sergeant major in the U.S. Army, and that's my uniform and part of my medals. We go into the different uniforms. On display here, this is a U.S. Army uniform. This is Navy uniform, Air Force uniform, part of the Air Force uniform. This uniform here is a Marine uniform, and this is dated back to the 1940s, the early 40s. And this is their modern one, camouflage, and these are the Marine Corps uniforms. Up on the top you could see a variety of their hats, and on the bottom you can see a variety of their boots. Again, these are the different hats of different soldiers that were. There's a Green Beret, this Special Forces group. That third one there is actually from our Queen's Royal Canadian Navy, and I'll show you her display over there. And the rest, that's from the American Legion, Marine caps, sailors, and this is part of our weapons collection that, as we had that one started, people said, oh, I have this, you want it, I'll give it to you, you can use it, borrow it. So these are what we wound up over the past couple of months, that people said, hey, I'll let you borrow them for one reason or another. And
yeah.
So we got them on display
here. That so many people are willing to donate to you, it's wonderful.
And we also honor our veterans with it. We call this our flag room. This flag is 13-star flag. That is a 48-star flag, and that's a 50. our flag. This flag here was taken off the U.S. Arizona. So we honor them with a little nook just to honor them. Gold Star family, and then the father or the son and the two sons. I live in an RV park, and we have Canadians in there. This woman here she reports directly to the Queen. She is the commanding commandant of her Queen's Royal Canadian Navy. She came to us and donated her uniform. This is her uniform. That's her picture. And these are different items that she gave us. This is her husband. Her husband's in the Navy also. And this is our book collection. If anybody, here's that picture of, that's Ira Hayes right there.
Okay.
So you've probably seen this many, many times, and he's from Saskatoon.
Very cool.
And he's passed away now, but that's him. So if you ever look at this monument, that's Ira Hayes. We collect books, and everything on the bottom here is newspaper clippings from the 1940s up to yesterday. And we have this library. People can come in, sit down, they can borrow the books, they can sign them out, they can read them, they can sit here and look at them and read them. Got books from different wars, different battles, and we keep this open to them. So if anybody wants to come in and sit down and read a book. I have to remind you of this. This is a shirt from the Vietnam veterans, for the veterans to sign their name on the board.
Oh, nice.
So we're looking for any Vietnam veterans who will sign their shirt for us. When the shirt gets filled up, we're going to keep it in the museum here, but we plan on traveling around and showing it to other veterans.
So what prompted you to start this museum?
My wife and I are very active in the American Legion and the VFW in helping veterans. And we like to show some of the items that the veterans, the American soldier has been through. And a lot of these items came from them. So some of these items are from the Marines, from the German Army, from the United States Army, on what they went through with what they had to do it with. We talked about communications. We didn't have the communications then as we do now. And they made a lot to do with almost nothing. So what made us do that is to honor all veterans, no matter what army they're from, and to show off their equipment and gear that they had to work with. So my wife and I are very active in helping the veterans and doing what we can to help a veteran and do what we can for them. So that's why we are here.
Well, we're so glad. And then, can you tell us the hours again? What were those?
We work, we're here, we don't get paid. We donate our time Monday, Wednesday, and Friday from 10 in the morning to 3 in the afternoon. Those are our hours that we are here. Again, if any veteran or any club, library, or school district, or school children would like to come here but they do not fit our hours, we will come here and make room for them to go through this with them. No cost.
Yeah, free of charge. So
okay.
We want everyone to come by and see the museum.
Yes.
Is there anything else you want people to know about the museum or anything else?
It's operated by DAV, Disabled American Veterans. It's for them, and a lot of this stuff is provided by them for us to do what we're doing here.
Well, that's great. And so I want to thank you, Dale and Bonnie, for letting us be here, and thank you for your service as well. It was so wonderful to learn so much.
Again, we are here for the veterans, and that's why we're here.
Yeah.